Hi everyone, Jollyman here. Bringing you guys today a bit of an interesting build I've sort of been playing around with. It's a Loki Heimdall 2TC build. Now I finally got a matchup and a map where I think this strat is something you should do. Obviously going for a greedy 2TC into Heimdall, not something you want to be doing on open maps or into certain matchups, but this matchup here we found ourselves versus Freya on Watering Hole, so very defensive map versus a defensive god. So instead of trying to push the issue and win the game, I decided, hey, look, let's match and even outboom the Freya and play the game out that way, utilizing Heimdall, Rigsthula, and obviously the amount of hunt on this map where you can do these kind of greedy builds. So we'll jump into this one. I'll just kind of run through the opening and then a little bit of the mid-game macro and just sort of what's going on in the game. So let's crack into this one. So opening up, we start with a dwarf out of a TC, and then these first three vills are going to come over to food, and one of them is going to make the ox cart. Okay, I won't do this too slowly. And then this ox cart is going to jump over to the gold mine here once that's come through. Start a house and do a little bit of scouting here. We're looking to see what the map looks like, and we found ourselves with a fantastic second town center. So we are all set up to say, hey, this is definitely the strat I want to go for. And then one more to food here and wood, so one food, one wood, and then just every time you get 60 gold, you make a dwarf. Okay, so if anyone's seen Soup's build order that he posted for Loki, it's pretty much that. So if you do want to check out his video regarding that, that's just his opening. He's not necessarily playing it to the Heimdall 2TC like I'm showing you, but it's just a basic 4-minute opening from Loki. So you want to get up to 6 on food, and then obviously 3 dwarves, then make your temple, and then your 4th dwarf. A little mistake from me here, dwarf going to the wrong spot. And then ox cart doing, it's a bit of an annoying ox cart bug. I don't know why they do this, but yeah, anyway, ignore that. And then we're just going to go up to 5 on wood here, okay? So 6 on food will get us 400. We're going 5 on wood because we want to have the wood for a town center and a longhouse when we advance, okay? Dropping my temple just in front of the gold mine here. I'm not expecting early harass from a Freya, but just good to do. Make sure you are securing your base properly here. Okay, so 5 on wood, 6 food. Last going to come out is the dwarf, and then we're going to advance through Heimdall. Get your house out, and then we're looking to make a couple of Hursa. Now on this map, I got really, really lucky. So we had cheaper town centers, counter cavalry. So obviously Herdman become insane with Loki if he does, tech into Freya or something and wants to play with raiding cavalry. And then you will even see in a second, I do find this relic, villagers train faster. So as far as it goes, relic-wise, I got the perfect set of relics, also on the perfect map for the strat. So take it with a grain of salt, those relics. They're not needed, but yeah, just interesting to have that boost as well. So we're going to need a couple of hearses out. Now, when we advance, we obviously need our gold, so we are just going to put villagers, gatherers to the gold mine, and we're just going to right-click on Rigsthula in the town centre so that can come through when we have the 20 favour. I did give the chickens a little bash on the way to classical as well, just to help get that favour up. And as we can see, just pretty usual Freya gameplay, looking to put the Asgardian hill fort up on the gold mine. I suspect there's a town centre here with the gold mine because I also have that, and just knowing how Freya plays at the moment, I was pretty confident that the Freya would play for a 2-town centre here. So a couple of berserks out of this barracks just to help get that up a little bit faster. And now we're going to get our husbandry through just because we're on the chickens. And our first sort of thing we want to look to do is grab our eco upgrades. So as soon as I can sort of get pickaxe, hand axe, I'm going to get those. I want them in before I start producing military. And we're getting close to our favour. We're going to use this hunt here with these villagers. I shouldn't have shot that. You lose the favour, by the way, so make sure you do shoot with the villagers. So we're going to see, just going to shoot these off and try to get the favour. I need one more favour. Find a poor crown crane. We whack that, and then we've got Rigsthula coming through at 6:30 in the game. So nice and early. You know, you could probably min-max this a little bit harder, killing some hunt. Some maps you'll have more hunt and more chickens, and you'll get a little bit faster, but pretty good time in my opinion. Okay, so eco upserved come through, I believe. Yep. So now we just drop buildings like wildfire. So this is kind of the important part here. You've gone for a greedy build. You're going to have a lot of villages and a lot of eco. So we want to make sure that we are dropping buildings. We're spending all those resources, as we can see, floating a little bit of food, but that's okay. But we are just super spending our wood and gold, and we're just going to pump units out. Everything's training 20% faster. We just want to flood out full pop and make sure that we secure this position that we're playing for, you know, rather than sitting back going heroic or something and then he comes in with some units, etc. It's just good to get full pop. You're going to accelerate into this mid-game with all your villagers training so quickly. And then I go and pick up this lovely relic here, which sort of helps everything along nicely. So as expected, not too much from the Freya. They're wanting to get their techs. You know, Freya doesn't really kick into the power spike until heroic age, when all of those techs sort of come through. So I'm very happy just booming away here. Just a little bit of macro on this one. The food, the gatherers I sent to dwarves, to gold, sorry, to get the town center. I've just moved them off and put them on food. We've been going to food from this town center, so around 15 on food, and that way you can produce villages, and then you can also produce your military units. And then now I sort of went up to 9 dwarves here, and now I'm adding to wood here, and then I'm just doing gatherers to the gold mine here. I'm happy with my food, I just want wood and gold now. So that's sort of the rough macro on that one. And now I sort of am just pumping out units because I want the middle of the map. There is so much food on this map. And I believe I had Safeguard come through. I've got Safeguard queued now because I want to grab these middle town centers. And we're just going to poke and prod with some raiding cavalry now. Just make sure we see what he's doing. We see a couple of berserks. We see he's got his base walled. He's playing quite defensive. So nothing too crazy. We're just making sure we're continuously making these units. I don't want to lose the middle of the map. I want to be full pop and use my really strong economy to be able to just reproduce units so easily. So as you can see, we've already gained ourselves a 10 villager lead, and he went 2 town center as well. So that just shows you the power of the Rigsthula early upgrade. So, and now we're getting a 3rd town center. I accidentally pressed S because I was trying to make a great haul, but I hadn't selected a unit, so I cancelled the town center, but not to worry, we'll get that one up. So he's going to come through here now with Ulla in the 3rd age. I'm just poking and prodding here. I don't want to overcommit into his base. You might get your army trapped. I'm not full pop. I'm not happy with my techs to take a fight right now, but I'm very happy just controlling the middle of the map here and securing all of these resources. And we've got Bragi pre-queued now. I see he's advanced, so basically my decisions right now are that he's advanced, and I suspect, and he is doing it now, he's going to come out and look for his timing push using his Tempest God Power here. So basically what I'm saying is, I'm 4 town center, I have so many vills, and I've got enough production. I'm actually okay to fight, because I know he spent 1,300 resources to go heroic. And because of that, he's down, as we can see, 1,200 resources in military. So his God Power has to overcome 1,200 resources, and I just don't think that he can do that right now. And if I see this army is really big, well, I can just pull back under the town centers. I can put heaps more buildings up. You know, I'm not too worried. If I have to give up a town center, I'm also not too worried. But yeah, I don't think he's at 11 minutes in the game. He's going to have enough army to push me here. As you can see, the size of my army. So we're just going to kind of pull back and take some of the safer hunt, get those vills in the town center, and then we're happy to take a fight here. We've got the Einhari. We've got a massive ball of throwing axemen. Got enough hearses. few of them are dying, then I'm not too concerned about this one. So I'm very happy to take this fight. Speed up a little bit. So he's going to lose out on that one there. And my Bragi should pop through, start coming through very shortly. So as you can see, like just how much hunt we're getting. These say it's a bit idle, but they've got the elephants to go there. We've still got hunt here. It's just really, really winning for us to have the middle of the map. So my goal now is just to full pop and tech and look for a push in my heroic age. I'm just going to have so much more population than him. And I think he's a while off, you know, being really strong here. You can just see the military deficit. Even though he's got his heavy upgrades, I've just got stronger units. I've got the Einherry, so I'm very happy to take these sorts of trades right now. And just trying to stay around full pop, you know? As you can see, lots of production. I've got enough buildings. We don't see too many numbers in the queue, so that's always a good sign. You know, and then just right-clicking all my upgrades to come through as well. I look for a push here. Now I do make a wee mistake. I shouldn't have hit flaming weapons. I should have just forced the Gullimbursty and then come back with the flaming weapons. But just had a bit of a lapse in judgment there. But it's okay. We force this out, and then we do get some pretty decent trades on the back end of this as he kind of greedily pushes out. And to be honest, see how quickly this goes down with flaming weapons. Probably could afford that there. But, you know, things to learn. Always things to learn when you play. And now we're just going to look to take fights. We're just much stronger than him right now. We have a way bigger military. Going to look for some raids because I'm very fine taking fights with this size army versus him. And we find a nice raid over here. Not fully paying attention. First game of the day, so a little bit sloppy. He does well, convert some berserks, sort of defend that, but you know, that's more, again for me, you know, I'm not having to trade any villages. I've got, you know, so much population to make use of. It's a bit slow, my fortified town center here, so yeah, that should have come through a lot earlier. That's absolutely fine. You know, we're doing the right overall strategy here. We can always refine some of the minor details. I'm just going to put pressure. We see double gold mine over the side, so that's why I want to open this up and look for pressure there. If he does stake a claim over here, then I can look to just put up hill forts. And I just have a ball of throwing axemen and the goatee here. So just to deal really well with his throwing axemen and myth unit, the rock giant spam. And just picking up loads of fills. At this point, the game really is over, in my opinion. But, you know, obviously he's trying to play this one out, see if he can find something. And we're just looking for more vills around the back while we can keep his army busy on the front. And we have a lot of favour banked up. We throw another undermine down here. We could have saved another flaming weapons, but, you know, at this point, it doesn't really matter what we spend it on. If it's gold pals and myth units, we're in a really winning position. And the Nidhogg's going to come through, and this is pretty much going to be GG at this point. And I'm just floating so many resources. You can see how just insane the economy is there for Loki here. You know, I'm still only now is just the hunt starting to run out. And I've already got some sort of farm transition. So, yeah, really, really powerful. We'll take a look at the post game just to have a look at what was sort of going on. So we can look at the settlements. So I take my third at 10 minutes. So we look at civilian units at about 10 minutes. We've got that like 10 vil lead, and then we get the middle of the map, and then, you know, we created a 30 vil deficit. And what does that correlate into to resources? At 20 minutes, I have a 14,000 resource lead. So Freya has half price decks. Has Freya managed to save 14,000 resources in those decks? I really don't think so at 20 minutes. So even though we've given the Freya to say, hey, look, I know you like to boom and sit back, you can do that. And we've said we can just do it better with Rigsthula and then safeguard into grabbing these middle town centres. So I hope you guys like that one. Was nice to be able to have a game to show you guys. I know it's not super in depth on the build. It's a bit more of a overall kind of play style. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this one, or if you like the content done in any other way. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you for the next one.